feeling greasy.
Oh, hello. Welcome to episode number 26 of Shore Nate. We're here today on the banks of the Minnesota River getting after some gar, prehistoric garfish. I just heard one slap out there. They've been slapping since we got down here, but we've been riddled with technical muddy difficulties.
Oh God, this is a mess.
We're gonna make a corn dish, a Maque Choux. We're gonna barbecue some chicken breast skewers. We're even gonna marinate them in yogurt. We got cousin Carl out here helping us out. Join us. I'm Nate P and this is Shore Lunch. Check this shit out. We dumped the minnow bucket. It's all full of mud. There's hell mud down here. It's the kind of mud that'll kill you. Nature's against us today, so we need to be really diligent.
How did we spill the bait bucket?
I dumped the cart. Now look at this. There's been some sort of hooved dog. I'm sure it came down here to drink the water. This was a float that belonged to my dear old Uncle Eddie.
How old do you think it is?
God, I bet it's from the 1950s. I got a bunch of fishing stuff from him when he passed away, and I got all these old cool vintage pieces. So we just got a little float. I got one little steel split shot on there, and I got a little treble hook. It's about as simple as you can get. We're gonna put a little fathead minnow on the end of that, and we're just gonna chuck it out and let it ride the current and see what happens. I'm just gonna set this down in my rod holder with the bail open. We're fishing for short-nosed gar in this little stretch of the river here. 1 to 1.5 foot long fish. Beaks about this long, full of teeth. Very prehistoric looking. Covered in really hard scales. These are fish that have been here for millions of years. I don't know how their fins look totally. We'll do like this here. I mean, this is exactly what they look like. Our governor signed into law something that says, yo, buds, y'all can fish with 2 lines each on the Minnesota River. The whole stretch from Granite Falls all the way to Pool 2 at the Mississippi. So, like other adjacent states, we can fish with more lines in the water. Oh, well. Minnow's been removed. Could it have been from a fish? Sure. Could it have been from something else? Also sure. Pretty cool bird. Something else you can do if you don't have a rod holder, you can use your bucket like this here. What do you think? Kind of Euro style. Boy, they were just slapping and flapping over there, bud. Ooh, fuck. God, I almost went ass over apple cart over here. What we're looking for is to see that bobber go down. We're casting it out there, we're letting it drift. This is my new shit rod. I don't know if this has been featured on the program before. Ugly Stick Catfish Special. Can you chuck me a cold one?
You should have opened it first.
Ooh! My bobber's sitting right on the current seam out there. This is sitting right out there. Shit. Nice and gentle. There we go. Oh! Wait, fish on. Nope. Fish off. Son of a gun. I am not stopping it today until I get a fish. The phantom bite is a real thing. You always see your rod tip moving out of the corner of your eye. Does this happen to anybody? Where you think you see some rod bumping, and then you look over and it's not. I think my bobber just went down. Oh, maybe not. Oh, we got a tuggy over here. Oh yeah. Nope. Shit, fuck. Feeling little tuggies. There we go, fish on. We got it. We got a monster here. Look at this. The cutest little damn channel catfish we've ever caught. That's pretty neat. I was not expecting that. Ow! Gosh, you gotta be careful with those channel cats. They got these barbs. That's my blood, not his. Oh, sorry, buddy. We'll get him back in the water here, but if you take a look at these things, these barbs right here, they're so sharp. Look at how cute. Hey, we got a fish. And you know what we like to do on Shore Lunch when we catch a fish? We like to give him a... Ow! Oh, he's sharp. Oh, God, all that damage from that little tiny guy. Well, so I can get after it. Can you figure out what those sharp tines are used for? It's for when a big fish would come up and put its mouth on that catfish, they spread those tines out and pop them right in the mouth and the fish drops them. True story. Should we stay here and put some cut bait on? What do you think? Maybe leave that in the comments. We'll wait for your reply. Yeah, it's cut bait time. Oh my God. It's like a layer of Jell-O covered in a thin layer of kitty litter. Switched over to some cut bait. Double chunk, baby. There we go. It's catfish time. I'm just feeling it. Oh, no, right out of his mouth. It must be little tiny ones.
Okay, give me a bunch of sounds that I can dub into your casts. Jeez, you ever seen such a cast? Yeah, it's gonna be time for eating pretty soon, but we wanna catch one more fish. That's the goal, right? Just one more fish. Maybe a big one. Is there a fish on here? Oh, that's a little tiny tuggy. Oh, geez. Might have something on here. Wait, fish on. A little bit bigger, huh? Look at how beautiful they are. So I'm gonna gently remove the hook. You grab him like this. You got one pokey here, one pokey here, one pokey here. Look at how pretty he is. See these spots? The juvenile channel cat. Neat fish, aren't they? He wants to get back. Ow! We'll kiss him. Ugh, fuck yeah. Woo! How hungry are you?
If there's no words, I'm gonna kill a person. I'm so hungry right now. So let's get fucking to it, okay? I've been less sweary today, haven't I? Been keeping the swears down for the kids. We're gonna make this Maque Choux today. That's gonna knock your socks off. Which way's the wind coming? This way? Which way's my hair blowing? Maybe leave that in the comments. Everything we do on shore lunch has just gotta be a little bit more difficult. We're gonna cook this corn for about 5 minutes with some of this nice chicken broth. Smell it. We're gonna bring it to a boil in the fungus. We forgot one of the most important things, Parmesan cheese. You know what? We're gonna be fine. We're gonna make do, so we're not even gonna bring it up.
You can just mention it.
We don't even have to. I don't wanna sound like a dumbass, even though I am. Geez, this wind sucks. I'm just gonna Ronald's this guy up a little bit more. Okay, this is going. Everything's going here. Have you ever had a problem with overcooking your chicken breast? Maybe leave that in the comments, because this is a way that you're gonna be able to avoid it. And we're gonna cut these into some nice strips. Kyle, can I have you open one of these baggies for me real quick? I'll try not to touch the sides or you, okay? I got some of this Greek yogurt. And we'll put about this much. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon. You ever heard of Penzi spices? We're gonna put a little other Cajun seasoning in there. Cayenne pepper. For the taste of New Orleans, a lot of white pepper. As always, liberal amounts of salt. We got a little bit of black pepper. We're gonna seal this up. Start working in the marinade. We wanna get that yogurt and the spices. We want everything to be all nice and covered. This movement also is helping to marinate this chicken. I'm roughing it up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the cooler, all right? Look at this. Things are going good. You know what I'm gonna do? Just to see, I'm gonna gnaw on a cob. Ooh, we're gonna pull these right out of here. I don't wanna cook them anymore. Now we'll let these cool down for a bit, okay? I gotta tell you a little secret. I've never made this before. You cut the corn off the cob. Cut the corn off the cob. Nate P's doing such a good job. He's cutting the corn off the cob. We want all this juice. You're milking the corn. You're getting the milk out of it. That's what they call that juice. Not even kidding. Screw it. We're outside. I'm just going to have a little taste here. Oh! Get the fire cooking. Head out on the highway. First things first, render some bacon fat. Oh, jeez. Actually, that's going to be a perfect job for my old pal here, Clown Rag. Clown Rag has taken on some new odors. It's a hell of a rag, though. Look at the size of this thing. I mean, you could damn near use this as like a little sheet for your legs if your legs got cold. We're trying to do the mentioning of our legendary legend, and we're trying to say the name backwards. So Stormo, Roast, Brian, Na Irb, Ormotes,
Nairb. And scrumble. Is that right? Am I saying it fucked up? A legendary legend supports us in the best way possible through our Patreon page. Seriously, join us at any level. We appreciate all of it so much. I got a half of a nice yellow onion. Salt and pepper, baby. White pepper in there. Red bell pepper that I have minced up. Poblano pepper that I minced up. Serrano pepper that I minced up. We're gonna add the corn, okay? And all that nice milk. We're gonna stir this up. I'm gonna put a little more white pepper in here. And by a little, I mean a lot. Cajun seasoning, more salt and pepper. We're just gonna add a little bit of broth. It's gonna loosen up all the bits off the bottom of the pan, that fond. Add some butter into this pan. 2 eggs. Now for magic time. I got it off the heat. I got my butter mostly melted. Add these eggs in. These eggs are mixed in to make this rich, luscious sauce. But look at how it's getting creamy. We're making a giant mess, but I promise you, when you taste this, you're gonna absolutely love it. Look at how this looks. So we're just gonna start winding these guys on here. So we're gonna sit and watch this really closely, and we're gonna be flipping them, flipping them, flipping them, flipping them. Flip the chicken and flip that chicken, flip it, flip it, flip it. How's that looking?
Nice.
I told you, it's gonna get some char on it. I mean, you're gonna get your nice crispy pieces. That just is what it is when you're cooking like this, but they're not gonna get as charred as they would if they didn't have that nice yogurt bit to them. Nice, chicken's done. So we do wanna rest this chicken for 10 minutes. Maque Choux. It's divine. The poblanos and the serranos are both a little bit spicy, not overwhelming. White pepper comes through. Chicken as a side dish is perfect. It's charry. It's got that tang mixed with the cayenne pepper from that yogurt marinade. It's just wonderful. Just tender as a mother's love. And I got some nice heirloom tomatoes. I'll just do like this. The whole pairing of all this together, the char from the chicken, the tang from the chicken, plays real nice with the sweet, spicy, umami flavor of the corn. And I should mention today's Fork Ham sponsor is brought to you by the wonderful band, the Rockford Mules. Did you hear they're having an album release party? They are. November 25th at Mortimer's Bar, Minneapolis, Minnesota, 8 p.m. You got the Rockford Mules playing. High on Stress is going to be there. And me, Nate P, hosting the whole thing. The Rockford Mules release party, November 25th, 2023 at Mortimer's Bar. Eric, can I give you a bite of this? Thanks for joining us again on another episode of Shore Lunch with Nate P. Thank you for coming today. Thank you, Kyle, for helping us today. You were such a good boy. And thank you out there in YouTube land. I wish you a nice adieu, and until next time, ta-ta. Toot-toot.
I got that fishing in my system. Bluegill gonna be my victim. I got that fishing in my system. Walleye gonna be my victim.